Any doubt how Zerocode is working? Without any code, how Zerocode is working? Did anyone got doubt?
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
What kind of doubts you got?
So that means they are focusing on that only logic, sir. Without programming, we can't do any apps, sir. But they are in Zerocode, they are concentrating only on logic so that they can build the without coding applications.
No. Actually, we name it as a Zerocode, but it's a no-code, low-code platform, which means that there is no code. We have a little bit of code for writing the business logic.
Yes, sir.
But we name it our product as a Zerocode. Even it is a Zerocode, we need to write little bit of formulas and all in the code.
Yes.
Okay. Did anyone have a past experience with any of the programming languages?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did anyone work with the web applications? Hello.
Please unmute and talk. Jagadeesh, you are on mute.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, everybody should be active. If Jagadeesh is not audible, you guys have to tell him that he has gone on mute. Okay, because we are working with technical tools. Sometimes we may have some technical problems. So anytime if the screen goes out of focus or the voice goes out of focus, you have to tell your trainer. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Did anyone work on web applications? Did anyone practice web applications previously? Okay, fine. Okay. If we are writing any applications, we used to write the code in some language so that it will execute our instructions and it will give the output. But in Zerocode, we are writing, we are taking, we are saving all the instructions, whatever you are dragging and dropping in the web interface, we are storing it in a format called JSON. Hope everyone knows JSON, or do you have little introduction for JSON as well? How many of you know about XML?
I know about the JSON, but not XML.
Okay. Okay. XML is a extensible markup language which is used for data interchange between two applications. Okay. JSON is a little advanced version of XML. The abbreviation for the JSON was JavaScript Object Notation. It contains the key value pairs. Okay, if you want to store any information into the server, we need to store what it is, which means that is the key. And, sorry, which is the key, and the value is the actual value of that key. Let me share my screen and explain you a little bit more. Hope everyone is able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, this is the definition of JSON. JSON is a lightweight data interchange format. It is easy for humans to read and write. It is easy for machines to parse and generate. Okay. Hope everyone got what is JSON, but I will give you more explanation with more examples. The Zerocode stores the instructions whatever we are giving in the parse in the web browser, and which is storing all the instructions in the JSON format, and our backend core engines executing, parsing the JSONs and executing the instructions whatever we are given through the web browser. Hope at least few people understand how Zerocode works now. Still, do you have doubts how Zerocode is working? We are preparing the JSONs whenever you are doing a drag and drops and storing that as a metadata, and we are parsing that JSONs and we are executing the instructions whatever we prepared. Guys, did anyone have any doubts?
No, sir, it's clear, sir.
In
Yeah,
XML,
right?
it is taking
No, sir,
more
it's clear. It's
metadata.
clear, sir.
Sorry?
It's clear.
Okay,
It's
In
clear.
1 minute,
XML,
Jagadeesh, I will just make an announcement.
hello.
See, everybody, this is the basics of Zerocode and the making of Zerocode, what Jagadeesh is talking about. This has nothing to do with your skill set, okay? It has been built using that so that it is readable and writable for whoever is the end user, okay? And even for the programmer, it is completely a drag and drop technology. So you guys don't be scared that you need to understand JavaScript or you need to be having end-to-end skill set. Okay, anybody, irrespective of their technical background, have been easily able to learn Zerocode. Okay, so this is only thing that we are going to tell you the introduction, so that if someone asks you what is it all about, you will have an understanding. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, Jagdish, go ahead. So
Yes.
it's important
Thank
for
you,
you
ma'am.
guys
Thank you.
also to understand, but this has nothing to do with the actual application. Okay, you can easily learn it.
Yes.
Okay, Jagdish, go ahead.
Yes. 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 JSON is a very easy, understandable notation for humans as well as the programming languages to parse the instructions whatever it contains. JSON is not only used for storing the metadata, which we can use for storing the documents in the database as well. Okay, which means that we can store whatever the information you are providing in the web interface for any web application. You can store the data into the database and you can present the same data in the web application. But everything you are using the browser and you are doing the drag and drops, but the medium of data exchanging is JSON. Okay, see, JSON contains the left parentheses and the right parentheses. Everything inside, which is the key value pairs. Let me share you the other screen. So this is how it looks like. See, left bracket and the right bracket. Whatever you are writing inside it, which is the data, the JSON data. It contains the key value pairs. The left side one is the key and the right side one is the value. Here the array is the key and right side one is the value. Left one is the key and right side one is the value. Okay, the same we mentioned in the document. Veena will share this document after the session. so that you can go through it. See the the JSON object means you will have the left bracket and right bracket. You can have the white space inside it. You can have the key values will be separated with the commas, and each and every key values will be separated with the commas, and key and value will be separated with a semicolon. Okay, and everyone knows what is an array. Array will be enclosed with square brackets. The same whatever we have in the document, the same I am representing in a website called JSON blob. We'll share this website to you as well, so that you can prepare some JSON and you can play with it. Okay, can someone tell me what is JSON now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can someone tell me what is JSON now?
Sir, JSON is nothing but it's a JavaScript object notation, sir.
Okay.
And it is used for the JavaScript. It is text-based data, sir, for the interchanging the format to maintain the structure, sir. That's the reason only we are using the JSON
Okay.
to maintain the structure of the data, sir.
Okay. What it is mainly used for? Data interchange.
Yeah, it is mainly used for the data exchange format.
Easy for human to read and write.
Yes. And what it contains? All it contains key value pairs. You know what is key and what is value, right? Key value. It's like a dictionary. In a dictionary, you will have key is like a word. Whatever the word you are going to search in a dictionary is the key, and the meaning of it is the value.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
And we have few data types in JSON. One is array. Array will be enclosed in the square brackets, and every string value will be enclosed with double quotes or single quotes. If it is an integer, you can place it in direct numerical value. If it is null, no value means null. Empty string means you need to enclose it in double quotes or single quotes with no string content or no textual content. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I am sharing this link in the chat.
So,
Yes, please.
this key always should be in a double quotes.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
If you remove a key, it will show the error, bad string.
Okay, sir.
But some browsers will allow you without the single quotes in the key, single quote or double quote in the key, but the correct notation was double quotes or single quotes. We need to enclose the string always, the key always in a single quote or double quote.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Hope everyone received the link.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
open that. Okay. Let me explain you the student JSON object. Okay. Everyone are familiar with the student, right? So that you can easily connect how we are going to build the JSON for the student. Okay. Can anyone tell me what are the keys for the student JSON object?
Name, ID, phone number, sir.
Yes. Name,
Student ID.
Phone number.
Student ID.
Phone number.
Phone.
Address.
Marks.
Mail ID.
Branch, sir.
Marks.
You are only giving the string examples.
Marks.
Standard registration number.
Which is the student ID, right? What else?
Aadhaar card one.
Everything will come under the string data type, right?
Yes, sir.
Which standard, sir?
Numerical data will be there, sir.
Yes. No. What I said, we have few data types, which are array, string, numerical, boolean, and null is we can notate for all. Up to now we cover only two. Still array is pending. What kind of data will be the array for the student?
Branch.
Sorry,
Branch.
Branch or class.
Branch.
Class.
Department.
Branch.
Section,
Yeah.
department.
how come a student will exist in multiple branches? Subjects. Student
Yeah.
will have multiple subjects, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
If you are belonging to a CSE branch, which means that you will have only one branch,
Yes,
but you will have multiple subjects.
but single branch.
Yes. Subjects. This will be array. This will be array. And now branch. You can write CSE. Okay. Then still we are missing something. Boolean.
Sir, date of joining.
Gender.
Date of joining is nothing but a value, right? String value.
String
Date
value. It's a
value.
string
Yeah.
value.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Gender.
It will be like active. Status.
Yes.
True means active, false means inactive. Okay.
Okay.
What else? In subject,
Gender.
gender will be like a string.
Percentage.
We already covered that in the marks. If you want, I can give the percentage as well. And the one more important thing was keys must be unique. You can't give the same key name
Twice.
twice. Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Got this right? And still I kept the subjects as an empty. Correct?
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Do you know how many types of arrays was there?
Two types.
Two types,
What are
sir.
those?
Single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array.
Multi-dimensional arrays.
Okay. But currently we are using single dimensional array.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of values we can keep? We can keep the primitives or the derived types.
Okay.
Primitives means string is a primitive. Primitive means the primary data type. Don't confuse if you are non-technical. Inside the subjects, we can directly write the subject names, which means that we are using the primary data type. Like
Math.
mass, English.
English.
But we can derive the data types which are user defined. We can write subjects special. I'm writing. We can write the JSONs inside the object, inside the array.
Okay, sir.
Again, subject will have name, some code,
Java.
yes, name, no, artificial. You can name it as AI and level. You can write it like this, right? That's why we are calling this as a primary, and this is user defined. User defined data type will have more data. If you are storing the subject in single string means you can describe the subject more. Correct?
Sir, once again, sir.
Sorry?
Can you repeat it once again?
No. If you are using primitive means you can describe the object more clearly. If you are using subject for string, you can just give a string value for it, just a mass.
Okay.
If you want to explain is a advanced level mass or beginner level mass, you need to use the user defined types.
Okay.
User defined types is a combination of primary
Primary data.
Just here the name is a string type, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hope everyone knows how to create basic JSONs. Correct?
Yes, sir.
With all types.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And whatever the content we have in the document, the same is there in a website called json.org. I'm sharing the same link with you as well. You please go through it. This chart. Okay, I have shared this link with you as well.
I got it, sir. I
Okay.
opened it.
Now, this website, you can store your JSONs and which will give you a unique link. See, after saving, you will get a unique link. And these guys will store your JSONs for 1 month for free. If you want to prepare few JSONs and you can share it with us. Can all of you can prepare, can you imagine your own JSON object and can you please prepare a basic JSON and send it to me now? Any basic JSON. Is it okay?
Right now, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I will prepare it.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Any basic JSON. You please save it and share me the link so that I will open it here. Please, everyone, please do this. Did anyone completed any JSON?
Yes, sir. I completed. Sir.
Lakshmi Bhavani, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. You have created an employee JSON object.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is this correct, sir?
Yes.
Thank
But
you.
you have used the basic
Yes, sir.
primitive type in the technologies. That's also fine.
Okay.
Varalakshmi, please don't share the JSON. Share the JSON blob link. Please save it and share the link. Only 2 completed up to now. Guys, what about others?
Yes, I am doing such just 2 minutes.
Okay. Meanwhile, we'll see. Does anyone see this JSON, the real-time applications? Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No?
Yes. No, sir.
Okay. But how many of you guys are using Gmail?
Yes.
I have. Sir.
I have.
Everyone
I
using,
have.
sir.
See, whenever you inspect the browser, and if you go to the network and if you refresh, you can see some API calls. Okay, which means that your web browser is interacting with the server to fetch the information to represent in the user interface. Okay. See, this is a JSON array. See here, 0 is the key, WOAP.A is the value. See here. Are you able to see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is that your web browser is communicating with your server in this JSON format. The payload is the one which you are sending the data to the server. In payload, you can see this is the data you are sending to the server. In preview and response, you can see the output, whatever which is giving back from the server. Most of the applications using JSON as a notation to interchange the data between their web browsers and to the servers. See here. Are you able to see? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is JSON, right? Auth token, expiration date, last saved timestamp. Okay. Let's see some more. Okay. Raju also did the employee one. Varlakshmi did for the project. Correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Who did this? Yetar Ahmad, right?
Yes.
What is this object? If you observe this, this is a project object. And this is an employee object. Can you name this object? No. Are you going to store the laptop information or a student with his laptop information? If it is a laptop information, you no need to give this. Okay.
Actually, I have written a few more codes, but it was showing error, so that's why I have given as it is. Like actually, I want to if you want to search the data also by adding the key as a Lenovo and the pairing the hard disk as a, like for example, if you want to search the specifications of that company, like RAM is for like hard disk is this Intel, like in that way I
Okay.
have done, but due to
Okay. The thing was, if you are willing to store the laptop object, only this kind of key value pairs are enough. Or else, if you want to store student with laptop information, like this, which means that Ravi has this laptop. The meaning will come like this. And if Ravi have multiple laptops, this will become array. Got it?
yes. I have also written something, but I don't know why it is showing up as some error.
No, no,
I
no.
think I have missed some.
No, I'm explaining to
Object.
everyone. If you are writing an object only for a particular entity, you no need to give that entity name. If you are writing the JSON object for laptop description, you just need to give what is the RAM, what is the hard disk. Why? Because your object is a laptop object. Mahesh. Same thing, Mahesh. You wrote the company object, right? This object can exist for an employee, inside an employee, which means that we can use this object here, which means that we can, Lakshmi belongs to this company. If she belongs to multiple companies, we can make this as an array. Guys, hope you understand how we need to design the JSON objects.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, I have some doubt. Uh, Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, in the line number 12, company object has the array inside it.
Yes.
So is it particularly mandatory to write it in an array, or else we can write object inside the
No.
object? Like
No, that's based on the requirement. If an employee can exist in multiple companies, you need to write like this. If he belongs to only one company, but employee is not the clear case, we can take this for a person. The same person can work for two firms, one for full time, the other as a part time. Here, this we can mark it as name. You will have all the remaining as blah blah blah, and got it.
yes.
I think I have received only 8. Now this one more. Okay. Guys, please don't use hyphens and spaces in the keys. Use the underscores. Okay. We can write, but that is not a good practice.
Can we use camel case?
Yes, you can use any case. The key should be the identifier name. You know what is meant by identifier, right? Identifier is a name to recognize what it is. Please don't use dots, commas, single quotes, double quotes, spaces, hyphens inside the key, which means that don't give single quote, don't give double quote. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I have some doubt. Can I?
Yes, please.
Suppose we are writing the names and all the details here, the key things in that the small letters and camel casings and underscore. When we are interlinking it with the like front end CSS or HTML, so this data is addressing to that front end. So how is it be representing in a particular like in a good representation way?
The good representation way was the camel case. Don't start the key with the numbers, numericals, or special characters. The key is
Suppose
always a alphanumerical value and starts with a character. That is that is a lowercase character. That is a good practice.
okay, no, my question is that like I understood this. Like if I enter into the website here in that it will show in a like in a beautiful manner, like by entering that text box, a blank box it will show, and the name it will in the first letter will be in the caps. So the other type of format will be made separately. This is only for that storing the data. You're saying, right?
I didn't get what you are saying. What is the other type of data?
I mean to say that for the in the front end, the data like to suppose to like if you want to give the input for the name, if some like customer or
No,
client
no, the
want.
thing was these keys will be the name of your input boxes in the front end. Whatever the key you are giving in the JSON, those should be the input field names. For example,
The
here
reference purpose we use.
yes, if it is surname, we can write like this. This is a camel case format. The same name we need to use for the field names of the input in the web browser, in the form. We can use this one as well, but this is not a good practice. We can use this also, but this is not a good practice. But this is a good practice, but this is not a good practice. Why? Because we have space inside it. Got it? Or still you have confusion? And names as well. If you are using, if the value is array, you need to give the plural form of the key. If it is an array, you need to give courses. This is the plural form of course. If it is a straightforward value, give a singular form. Either you are asking for the front end look.
Yes, yes.
No, we are not going to represent, we are not going to show these JSONs in the front end. We will show these JSONs, we will pass these JSONs and store in the forms, show looking like a forms. He in the right side, they build a form. See, this is the input field. You are able
Yes,
to see,
sir.
right?
Like in the right side, you can see that certain name. Name like here it was showing in the camel casing word, but I don't want to see it in this format. I want to see like sir space and SOS also should be capital.
Okay. No, that uh, the JSON is purely for the backend, not for the key. Every input box will have a label and the input box, right, in the actual web page. Hello. That you will come across in the coming sessions. In page discussion, we'll explain you what is the label and what is the actual value of your document and what is the actual key of your document. That you will come in the coming sessions, the page and all. Okay. Okay, guys, hope you understand, you like the session, and let's coming to the assignment part. Okay, is it fine or still anyone have any doubts?
Yes, sir, it's clear, sir. It's clear.
Okay,
It's
and
clear, sir.
please remember, JSON is not only for storing the metadata in Zerocode, but we are storing the metadata in JSON format in the Zerocode. But JSON is the interchanging language between the two applications, the front end and the back end. The browser sends the JSON instructions to the backend. The backend will parse it and it will give the responses to the front end. Every web application use the same JSON notation for data interchange. Okay. And coming to your assignment.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, in the JSON, what are all the metadata over here, sir?
Here nothing is the metadata. Let's suppose if you want to store the page it will come like page. Again, page will have title, some title, and you know about blocks, right? The HTML blocks, what Arun taught in the study session. You will have multiple blocks. Inside that, the first block, CSS, you can say call 6. This is how we are storing whenever you drag and drop in the page builder. This data we are parsing, this we are calling it as a metadata. This we are parsing and we are showing in a nice manner in the web application. You understand, or still you want some more clarity?
Yes, like in the XML, we have lots of metadata compared to JSON. So that's why I've asked to like
Yes.
how it will look like. Like JSON is a easy format, like name value, key value pairs. So I didn't look any time like how the JSON metadata looks like. So thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. What is your client ID? We provided you the client, right, for practicing. Can you give me your client ID, the enrollment ID, so that I will show you how our metadata JSON look like and how it is representing in the front end. Can you give me your client ID?
Yes, sir.
Anyone can give their client ID. One minute then, otherwise.
The end user credentials show asks.
No, give me a minute. I have it. I will pull it out and I will. Let me share. Okay, are you able to see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
This is the page you are able to see in the front end. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
See,
sir.
this page is rendering with the instructions. You have a builder for it, and here you are going to give what is the title, everything. See, the title is login, right? I make it as login 1. Okay. I'm saving this, and you can see now. See the login 1. Got it? And I will show you the instructions related to this page. See, this is how it is. The definition, the title is login. I can make it as login. Now you can see login again. You understand now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
This is the JSON version of your page, but generally we won't use this. We'll use these builders. See, welcome to the becoming integrated digital. The same thing is here. If you want to change, you can change it here. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the assignment part. Can you write down the bank account JSON with the transactions array? JSON document for bank account transactions. Okay. Class. Can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Don't write very simple JSONs. Write some big documents. Why? Because if you take the bank, you will have the name, branch, customer ID, IFSC code, whatever the information you can see it on your bank passbook. All those can be a keys, and remaining things are the values. And the transactions. The transactions will be like the array. Every transaction will have a date, it's a credit or debit, and what is the opening balance and what is the closing balance, and if it is credit, how much you taken the credit, withdraw it. If it is a debit, credit means how much you deposit, debit means how much you withdraw it. You got it right?
Yes.
What it contains, the transactions
sir.
and bank
Yes.
details. You elaborate it more, when the account was open and what, who was the nominee and what was the gender. Okay. And student, class with student. Okay, class, what is the class? So class can be first class, second class, third class, or fourth class, and the class belongs to which school and what was the room number of it, and how many students are there, and what was the name, gender, and age, date of birth. You can give more details for the students. Okay. Contacts. Contact means you're generally, if you want to do a contacts application, what are all the fields you want to store in your document? Fine.
Sir, can you repeat third one, sir?
Yes, third one.
I'm sharing the chat. Third one was you need to prepare the JSON for contact. If you want to maintain contact list, what are all the keys you are going to have in a single contact object? Name, email, phone number, gender.
Yes. Yes, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
I'm sharing the same assignment questions in the chat. Everyone, please prepare the JSONs in the JSON blob, save it, share the links with the labels. For example, if you prepare a bank object, give the label as bank object and give the link there. Everyone, please do this assignment and send it to HR.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Please send it by 2 o'clock so that sorry, will it take much time? Guys, anyone have any doubts? Will it take much time?
No, sir.
No, sir. It will take less time.
I think it can be completed in half an hour or 1 hour. Now the time is 11 o'clock. Please send it by 2 o'clock so that we will review by the evening session.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Nice talking to you guys. And still, if anyone have any doubts, I'm open. Now you can ask me now. If no doubts, you can wind up the class.
If you have any other doubts, you can even write a mail to us. And everybody, even though in case there are any non-technical guys also, please try to do this. But don't think that this is the only metric. It is a long way to go. But for your basic understanding, we have given this so that everybody is in the same page. Okay? So
Yeah, ma'am.
don't get scared that this is the only metric.
Yes. If any non-technical guys are there, you please write a mail so that we'll have a separate session and we'll make it more clear.
Okay, so don't get scared that this is the only metric. There are so many things in future which you can learn, but always learning is good. So try to put some effort and try to learn this because it's very simple. It's a basic JavaScript. Try to learn it, and in the next classes, it will be more clear to you. And in case of any doubts, please write a mail to us or you can call Priyanka. And whoever has not created the mails, just drop your email ID to Priyanka and we will start creating the login credentials. But please ensure everybody has your login credentials.
Madam, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
We have 2 credits, Zerocode kit credentials, end user credentials, right,
Yes.
ma'am? Which credential we have to log in, ma'am?
Soon you will be told that Jagadeesh will clearly tell you how to go about it.
Okay.
Once the basics are completed, they will guide you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
But
okay, ma'am.
before that, everybody should have the login details in hand.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Everybody
ma'am.
has to complete their assignment. In case you are not able to do it, write a mail that you are not from this particular background or you're finding some other difficulty to do it. Things will be made more clear in further rounds. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Fine.
ma'am.
Have a good
Okay,
day.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.